I remember when I was about 21 years old and I had this idea of entering the business world, working in finance, had a desire to build a business and be an entrepreneur. And I thought that making $1 million in a year or 100K a month was how much money I needed to make in order to feel fulfilled, worthy, happy, and just live the lifestyle that I really wanted. But after some experience for a few years and really being conscious and thinking about this, I realized that I didn't need all of that money. So I actually realized I needed a lot less money than I actually thought. And I think a lot of us can actually go down that route and realize, hey, well, if we continue to follow this desire to always think we need more money, we'll never feel good about money, and enough is never enough. And the main reason why this is because we never actually do the math. We never actually set a clear target and actually figure out, okay, well, what is my ideal lifestyle? What do I actually need? What is really essential? And then also, what is my purpose? Because if you really think about it, all we need to do is make enough money to feel secure, to feel safe, to take care of our health, to take care of ourselves, our family, and also obtain a few comforts and conveniences that allow us to live a good life, feel abundant, and also live out our purpose. And when you actually do the math, you actually realize you don't need as much money. And the thing is, if you never set a clear target, if you never do the math, you never sit down and really do this lifestyle design, then the goalposts will always change. So let's say you need to make 10K, you think you need to make 10K a month. Okay, once you make 10K a month, because of hedonic adaptation and because of how we're naturally wired as humans, where enough is never enough, we'll always want more. And then so the goalpost will change to 20K a month, 50K a month. And so you never actually feel satisfied and content and happy with how much money you need. And so the negative part of this is that you actually start to continue to sacrifice your quality of life and your purpose just for the pursuit of more money. So a quick example of this is, for example, let's say for me, in the past, I used to work in finance, and I liked the subject of finance, but I necessarily liked the culture of working in corporate finance and in that type of environment. And so what I could have done is continue to go down that route to pursue more money at the cost of something that's fulfilling for me, something that's aligned for me, and something that is not aligned to my purpose. And so instead of what I'm doing now is because I've reached my financial target to sustain the amount of life that I need, I can now engage in more purpose and improve the quality of my life first and foremost. And so that's really what I started to do. And so what I actually recommend people to do is actually calculate their after-tax income that they actually need to live out their ideal lifestyle and purpose. And so I'm going to go through an example here. So let's say there's some guy named Philip, for example. And we're just going to go through what his ideal lifestyle and purpose is. And we're going to go through things line by line, and we're actually going to figure out the actual number that he actually needs, in terms of his after-tax income. So let's start off with food. So let's say, he wants to eat good. He likes to go out, eat every once in a while. Maybe get some food delivery, get some high-quality foods, whole foods. And so let's say his food budget's $1,000 a month. And then let's say he gets like a 2-bedroom apartment somewhere in the city that he likes, and it costs $2,500 a month, let's say either in rent or mortgage, however you want to plan that out. And then let's say he wants to have a decent car and he has to pay car insurance. Let's say that's $1,000 a month. And let's say he also likes to travel, so he incorporates a monthly travel budget as well that he allocates to that. And let's say that's $1,000 a month. And then also this hobbies, fun, and entertainment. Let's say he wants to add $1,000 a month there. So that's a subtotal for all those different categories, $6,500 a month. So roughly around, if we incorporate what we call miscellaneous expenses, because there's always going to be these random expenses that pop up. So for like that error of margin, I add in like another 20%, and that's going to be around like $2,166 there. And then obviously, if we're going to be smart and we want to build wealth, we want to save and invest, let's do a 20% contribution of our after-tax income towards our savings and investing goals. And so let's say that's $2,166. And so for these main costs here, the subtotal, that's around 60% of your after-tax income. And then so if we do the calculation here, so really what I did is I took that $6,500 a month, that subtotal, and divided it by this 60%, so by 0.6. And then so the overall after-tax income needed based off of this lifestyle design that Philip did, he would need around $10,833. And this gives us an amazing target. So let's actually go into calculate the taxes that he'd pay and the gross income needed. So let's assume a 25% effective tax rate assumption here. And so on a gross basis, he'd make $4,000 a month gross. So it's going to be 10.8K after tax. And so if you do this on a yearly basis, he would need to make $1,000. And the beauty of this is we now have an actual target on what we need to achieve to hit our ideal lifestyle and our purpose, or what Ramit Sethi calls living your rich life. And with this, we have a clear target, and now we aren't creating these unrealistic financial goals, and we have something to work off of. Okay. And then to take it even further, we don't just want to look at income. We also want to look at what I call your 1 year reserve. I feel like if you have a 1 year reserve, you will feel really comfortable with your overall lifestyle, and you feel a lot more secure and comfortable in your current situation. So this adds an extra layer of security. And so to calculate this, I would actually take your ideal after-tax income that we calculated on the last slide and multiply it by 0.5 by 75%. And so in this situation for Philip, it'd be around $1,100. And then if we multiply that over 12 months, we should get, he needs 97K needed for a 1 year buffer. And he's obviously going to be able to accumulate that over time with that 20% savings and investment contribution. And so once you've achieved that, you should feel really comfortable, and you shouldn't have to really be to worry and stress over finances and try to obtain more. I mean, obviously, definitely obtain more, especially if you're building out multiple income streams where those income streams are aligned and they feel good and it's fun and it's aligned to your purpose. But definitely don't continue to pursue money at the cost of your quality of life or your purpose, or sacrificing your purpose. Because that's just going to provide diminishing returns, the more money you make after these ideal goals that you have. And so, just calculate and understand these two numbers, and these are your targets and your goals, and realizing that anything after that is a diminishing return. So, if you found this valuable, please give me a like and subscribe. And if you want some more one-on-one work with this, I do offer financial coaching. So you can actually schedule a call down with me in the link below in the description. And begin to have a basic conversation discussing your overall financial goals and your current situation, and see if we'd be a good fit together. The goal of this coaching program would be to help you relieve financial stress, have you feel better about money, get organized with your finances, automate your finances so you don't have to think about it as much, coming up with ways to improve your money mindset. And then also we can strategize and come up with ways to help you increase your income in aligned ways that works for you. And then also build a plan to manage and increase your wealth. So that's really the goals of the financial coaching program. So if you're interested in that, I would love to have a quick conversation with you, and we can, see if we can start having you improve your financial life and feel good about money. So I'll see you later. Take care.